Dr. Garatz, who will be asking our first question.
Yeah. Tashidella, we are here at the University of Cambridge, which is world famous for its education. But its first-rate education focuses on the mind, in particular, analytical thinking. Now, based on your wonderful lecture, we would love to know what is really the most important that students and staff here can do to educate the heart as well. Thank you.
Yes, sir. In my view, and also as a result of many discussions with a number of sort of educationists, as I mentioned earlier, and scientists, and less with spiritual leaders, more is with scientists and educationists and thinkers. So now, here, I think in the long run, as I already mentioned, we already working some sort of, say, curriculum about mind, emotion. Then the further explanation which mind or emotion are destructive to yourself, your own sort of, yourself, more sort of, I said, more compassionate, usually develop inner strength, self-confidence. That way you can talk honestly, truthfully, and also you can carry your work transparently. If, last year I saw one article wrote by one American scientist. It mentioned those people who tell lies in daily life more often, in the physical level, more sort of stress. That I think quite true. Of course, I'm Buddhist monk, Buddhist practitioner. Basically, you see, no telling lie. But from 1951 till 1959 March, I lived with Chinese authority. So about 8-9 years, I also practice hypocrisy. That means when I meet some Chinese official, say, oh, wonderful, very good. And when I meet some Tibetan, or some grievance, oh, how bad, like that. So one person, you see, two attitude. So at that time, you see, much sort of stress and fear. I telling, you see, quite often is telling my sort of Chinese friend, nowadays when I met, so I tell, 9 years I also compelled to practice hypocrisy. And after I came to India, I really liberated practice of hypocrisy. So really, telling untrue, where deep inside you feel some uncomfortable. Not sort of question of moral thing, but actually, you see, you feel, oh, this now I tell some lie. So how can remain this lie, Kasota? No. Oh. So therefore, you see, honest, truthful, automatically carry our conduct transparent. So you get more inner strength. Then also, you see, that brings, as I mentioned earlier, trust and genuine friendship. So, now, firstly, you see, more information about these, among these different emotions or minds or thoughts. Some are, even scientifically, medical science now clearly sort of confirm such emotions are very bad for our health. And such emotions are very good for our health and peaceful atmosphere within our family, within our community. So that first, simply educate about world of mind emotion. Then such things are harmful, such things are helpful. Then they show method, how to deal with this destructive emotion, how to sort of increase these positive emotion. That way, so from kindergarten, very simple way, then more deeper, wider, and up to university level. I think we can prepare that. So this is, I think, long run. Then immediate, I think, teachers in classroom is while you teach your subject, and you must show the real sort of sense of concern of their well-being. Actually, like this university, really making shape of students' long future. And through individual student, it also can affect, leaderships also come from these young students. So I said the way training these people are really quite effective, some relations, even global level, leadership come from such institution. Right from the beginning, they carry their study in the atmosphere of full love, full compassion, sense of concern. So their mind, very fresh and very positive. Then months, years go like that. I think students not only more knowledge, but also becoming more warm-hearted or compassionate person. I think that's important. So I think a teacher not only teach them your subject, but also you see show the real human value through your own sort of attitude. That I think important. Then other I don't know. I think the concerns of people, the scholars, teachers, I think from time to time, some discussions, how to fill up something lacking in existing education field or system. So more discussion. The world changing, reality changing. Now more problem come, I think, because of the population increasing. And also one serious matter, gap rich and poor. We must sort of reduce this gap. So that means the poorer section of people, their living standard must raise. So a lot of work, a lot of complications. All these forms of today, the motivation, inner strength, taking seriously care or concern of these poorer section of people's sort of way of life, living standard like that. So then natural resources also is some difficulties, some limitations. So full of problems. I think within this, our 21st century will not be easy century. A lot of problems, a lot of difficulties come. So we must sort of equipped how to tackle these things. Ultimately, motivation. And motivation also is a source of courage, optimism. Too much negative emotion easily is brought down your courage rate, like that. So therefore, I think more discussions, those scholars, concerned teachers, professors, I think whether existing thing really sufficient or not, more discussions. That I hope.
Thank you.